Okay, guys, I'm back again. This is for April 1st. This is for your math homework for April 1st. This is part 2. So I already did the first two problems. Those ones were probably your hardest problems. Now I'm going to come down. I'm going to do these three. I'm going to read number 3 to you. George had 10 pounds of ground beef and made 3 meatloaves with it. If each meatloaf had the same amount of beef, how much ground beef is used for each? So basically, we have 10 pounds, so we're going to have 10 divided by 3. So if you do that, now remember, you're doing it with a decimal. So 10 divided by 3, you go to the second decimal, and you would get 3.33 pounds of ground beef each. Now remember, when you deal with a third, if you were to keep dividing, you would get 3.33333 and it would go on forever. Whenever you do division and you're using decimals, only go to the first two decimals. Now, if you were to say that the answer was 3 1/3 pounds of ground beef each, you would also be correct. That's another way to answer this problem. So now let's look at number 4. Number four says that Ray ran 1/7 of a mile. Autumn ran 3/5 of a mile. What fraction did they both run combined? So right here, we're just doing an addition of fractions. We're doing 1/7 plus 3/5. So we have to make the denominators, the 7 and the 5, the same. So I'm going to say swap them out and multiply each one by the other denominator. So I'm going to multiply 1/7 times 5. So that would be 5 over 35. And then I'm going to multiply 3/5 by 7. And then that would be 21 over 35. So I'm going to add those together. 5 plus 21 is 26. And the bottom number stays the same. So that would stay 35. So now I have 26 over 35. Now, the one thing I got to think about is, can I divide those by anything? So if I were to take 26, I know I could divide that by 2. But could I divide 35 by 2? And the answer is no. If I take 26 and divide it by 3, I can't do that. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to try one more just to be sure. I'm pretty sure you can't, and that's going to be your final answer. So it looks like that is your answer. 26/35 of the race was run combined. So they didn't even run the full race if you combined their running. Now let's go down to number 5. 800 students go to Emerson School. 38% are 6th graders, 40% are 7th graders, the rest are 8th graders. How many students in each grade? Okay, we've done problems like this before. So first, I'm going to find out, I'm going to do 100, because everything's out of 100%, minus this 38. And then I get 62, and then I'm going to minus 62 by 40. So that means that 22% of the kids are 8th graders. Obviously, that's not true, by the way, but I just needed to get the number. So I have 38, 40, and 22. Now I'm going to add those together to make sure I have it right. 22 plus 40 equals 62, plus 38 equals 100. So now I got to find out of the 800 how many students that represents. So for 6th grade, I do 0.38 times 800, and that is 304. So there are 304 6th graders. Then I'm going to do 800 times 0.4 for the 40. And I get 320 7th graders. So right there would be 320. And then for the 8th graders, I would do 800 times 0.22, and I get 176. So this would be 176. Now, one way to double check your answer is you add all three of these up. 176 plus 320 plus 304 equals 800. So there you go. Hopefully this will help you guys going through these. It's going to be really hard, I know, doing this online math. I'm going to look for different options of how to push you guys a little bit more on this, but keep on trying. All right, guys. Thanks.